everybody, it's Avalon. So I just want to tell you that, somebody on my last video commented underneath that said, I think you've lost your mind, or something along those lines. And, I was like, I'm not sure what that means, but then I started thinking, maybe I have. I've lost my active addiction mind. I've lost the need to escape every day and be running out and trying to hustle and figure out how I'm going to get my bags for the day, my bag of dope. I don't wake up that way anymore. Already in withdrawal. Nose running, sneezing, chills. I don't wake up that way anymore. So that's how I'm going to take that comment. And I just want to say that I started this channel years ago and I still only have 520 some subscribers. So obviously I didn't start this channel because I wanted subscribers and money from YouTube and to be a famous YouTuber or any of that. I started this channel because I am an addict and I felt I wasn't represented in recovery rooms. Because when I wasn't in drug court, but I've seen people in drug court, they have to come to meetings, all meetings, including Alcoholics Anonymous. And so when I would go to meetings and I would speak, I would say, hi, I'm Avalon and I'm an addict. And there was a lot of the old timers in AA that didn't like that. You're here for alcohol. That's it. You don't talk about anything. Well, guess what? You have people from drug court and all over that are coming to these meetings and they feel they're not being represented. Well, I'm not like them people because I'm not an alcoholic. They don't understand me. They don't know what it's like to be an addict. Well, I do. And I know what it's like to feel like I didn't have a place to go. I know what it's like to feel like I was in a hole and I was never going to get out of it. I know what it's like I went to rehab, then to the halfway house. And when I would think that I could never use again, like every day, I could never use again, I would sob and sob because I just couldn't see myself ever being in a place where in my mind, in a place that I could stop myself from using. I couldn't see a world or a future without heroin in it. And it was so overwhelming that I wanted to quit many times. I trudged along. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be an example for my kids who are adults having their own issues. I wanted to have a different life than the one I was living. So I kept trudging. Miserable. I have a lot of trauma in my past. Those drugs helped me through that trauma. They worked for a while. And then they didn't. It got away from me. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be in a hole that you feel you can't get out of. I know what it's like to be on that edge. Do I use or do I not? I don't want to, but yet I want to. I don't want to. I want to stop. I want to stop because at that time, I didn't want to stop. I knew I had to, but I didn't want to. So I needed to want to. I need to want to stop. Nobody was talking about that kind of stuff in AA meetings. I learned that through being at the halfway house and having counseling, talking to other people that'd been through it. And I got through. And now I'm 11 years out. Not that it's been fun 11 years. I've been in and out of the hospital with medical conditions where I've been given IV Dilaudid. I got physically addicted to IV Dilaudid while in the hospital for a week. I was getting IV Dilaudid every 4 hours for 5 days. And when I got out of that hospital, I went into withdrawal. And thank the gods I had Kratom. If I hadn't had Kratom, I would have went full-fledged opiate withdrawal. I know what it's like. That feeling that you get from opiates. I miss it. I do. But I can't. That is a pleasure that I cannot have in my life. If it didn't feel good, we wouldn't be doing it. Right? So when somebody tells you, oh, it's horrible, it's horrible. Well, yeah, it is, but it does feel good. And I miss being able to feel good because I haven't felt good in a very long time. And every day that you're in recovery, you are going to miss that feeling. It's never going to, I'm sorry if somebody thinks that I'm just being Miss Debbie Downer. No, I'm trying to be honest here. You may never, ever get rid of that feeling. You may always want to escape. You may always want that, especially when the depression from post-acute withdrawal syndrome, your brain is wanting dopamine. It can't make its own because it got rushed with all that fake stuff. And now there's none being made and you're in a deep pit of depression. And all you can think about is, I know something that will make me feel better. And trying to not listen to that. Trying to tell yourself, yeah, it would. But you know where it leads? Every time. There is no one more time. There isn't. I've tried it. So I didn't come on here to get subscribers and to be famous or to be Miss whatever, Miss Wonderful. And I'm going to get comments underneath my videos about you've lost your mind. And you know what? That's okay. Because there are people out there that are going to need what I have to say. It's going to save their lives. It's going to change their lives. That's why I'm here. Brightest blessings and Goddess bless.